though, in difficult times, challenging times, to look beyond the moment. Because in retail, we play a long game. We must continually understand where customers are going, where markets are going, what technology enables in order for us to move forward. So today, let's park just for 45 minutes or so, and with our panel in a moment, let's park all of that noise, all of that messiness, and focus on you and your business. When you're in a recession, there's a lot of benefits. I used to work for a guy who said, I love recessions because you can always get a table at your favorite restaurant. Construction costs are cheaper. Landlords are negotiable. You can do deals with better economics. Labor sometimes is less expensive, etc. So let me make a case now for why you should choose the path on the right. But let's first start with, what do I mean when I say reinvention? To reinvent is not to throw out everything and start again. In fact, it's the opposite. Take who you are and what you have and think about it in the moment. The ability to create the most powerful and relevant version of you and your business. That's what reinvention is. And to do it in the least amount of time possible, because the world is moving faster and faster. So to be a category of one company is to be able to sell at the price you want and not discount. It's to be able to have customers choose you, but also be excited about you as a business. It's about having employees that sign up for things that they believe in, that your company stands for, and they're very happy to work for you. They don't want to go work for someone else. So what stands in your way? Well, this is a truth. Humans, we do not like change, right? It's hard. It's hard to make change because it means letting go of the past. And if you're not careful, the past can hold you back from your future. We cannot allow, I'm a reinventionist. I look at the world of change and I say, let's not allow the past to define who we are in the future. Let's not let it stop us. But nevertheless, change is hard. Well, let me tell you what's harder than change. Irrelevance. And it's important to understand that you are part of that. Well, where are you in the spectrum of change, in this remix of channels? If you look at the leaders, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Denmark, my home country of Canada, we are very much along the curve to omni-channel retailing. And what constitutes the growth? What kind of success factors have to be there? Consumer willingness, consumer enablement through technology, smartphones, access to broadband, and the technological infrastructure. That's what separates the companies on the left the countries on the left from the countries on the right. But make no mistake, simply because Brazil is over here doesn't mean that it's not real, doesn't mean that it's not coming. This is only a matter of time before Brazil joins some of the countries on the left. And I can tell you why. There's two reasons why. One is that the global consumer is behaving in a particular way, and they're saying, that's what I want. When Uber came to this market, or 99, have you ever stepped out of a taxi cab and the taxi driver says, wait, you haven't paid me yet. You can't just leave. Oh, okay, this is not an Uber. This is 99, or not a 99. This is an old-fashioned taxi cab. I got to get my credit card out and my cash. The bar has been set to convenience and is being reset globally in every market, in every category, with every kind of experience that consumers want. They want what they want. We have to give it to them. They want a reciprocal relationship. They want fair exchange for value, the ultimate consumer. The word relationship is a really important one here. I used to have a relationship with brands that was, you sell me something and I'll decide whether I want to buy it. Today, I want to know who you are. I want to have a conversation with you. And technology enables us to do that. Are you doing it today in your business? Immediacy. I have a 21-year-old daughter, and she says it really simply. Dad, I want what I want, and I want it now. And it used to be a catalog operation. I'll order this, 2 weeks later it'll come in the mail. and then it was delivery in a week, and then it was next day, and now in many parts of the world it's same day. You walk into a Bonobo store in New York City and you say, can I take that shirt with me? No, but where's your office? Where's your home? We'll have it to you this afternoon. That's amazing. What is your true potential? If you ask yourself the question, what do customers care about? What could I be to them? How will I win with them? Maybe in a disruptive way. And what will I do as a brand to reassert myself and be magnetic and powerful? Well, if those things are true and figured out, what's my growth potential? It's not off of last year. It ends up being quantum. And that's how we need to think about change. We need to think about it as, if I do these things and get these things right, then I actually have an opportunity to grow like, I'll pick an example from here, Riachuelo. Pretty successful business. I'm not sure if I think he's at a store opening this morning, another store, the CEO. And, there is a business that is playing a category of one game and lots of growth. Is it off of some modest assessment of how to grow? Burger King growing at an unbelievable pace, and many other examples. As business leaders, we're pretty good, generally, at setting strategy and then actioning it. We're not very good historically at bringing our community of people, our staff, our associates, into our process, into we're here and we want to go there, and now let us share with you how that's going to happen and why you are so important to that journey. This is about, if you want to achieve this and you've got a good strategic lens, clarity, you're going to start doing a lot of things to make it better. Think about the 360-degree EX, the employee experience. How well have you articulated the brand vision for your business? How well have you made the case for change? Remember, humans don't like to change. So in front of an audience of all the people that work for you, you need to be able to say, look, change is hard, but we have to change. Let me share with you why. But here's the exciting part. Let me share with you where we're going. This incredible place, this category of one that we're going to become. And by the way, it's our birthright to become that. But I can't do it alone as a leader. I need you to help. And you are so important. That articulation is half of reinvention right there. If you can reach people and have them feel something. My belief is strategy must not only be understood, it must be felt. I must buy in. Consumers today are telling us, it's not what I buy from you, it's what I buy into. It's the exact same thing with employees. You need to get them to buy into your brand purpose and where you're going and why it's an amazing, exciting journey. There's a famous story of the President of the United States, John Kennedy, and he visited Cape Canaveral where they, launched the rockets into space, and the first man on the moon had been launched from that very place. And he's talking to the technicians. Well, I'm the engineer that figures out the rocket fuel sequence. And then he turns to a janitor and says, what do you do here at Cape Canaveral, at NASA? And the janitor says, well, I'm part of the team that put the man on the moon. He didn't say, I'm a janitor and I, push a broom and sweep up. He bought into the idea of what this organization was about, this brand purpose, and he was part of that. My advice to the Brazilian retail industry is, don't wait. Don't be distracted by the mess. Don't be distracted by the economy. Don't pretend that what's happening in the rest of the world is not going to happen here. It will. It's coming. And are you ready? So my advice is to just roll up your sleeves and get busy and be confident and actually create the future. Because if you don't, someone else will. Embrace change. Actually, scratch that. Become a champion of change. Because the consequence for not changing is greater than any risk attached with change today. It's okay to fail. Lean into it. Place a series of smaller bets that give you confidence to place bigger ones. Just don't take a lot of time, because time is not on our side. It's a luxury in my dad's day in retail. It's not a luxury for us today. We do not have time, and we need to move at a pace. Take advantage of the crisis. The best work I ever did was in recessions. Because as I said, everything is just that much cheaper. And by the way, competitors, sometimes they're holding back. Well, perfect. Use the moment to go and establish a stronger version of you while everyone else is, worried about what's going to happen and waiting. Be bold and act fast. I think I've covered that one. And lastly, reinvent to win. I don't think of it as turn left on the path and make some incremental change or do something more substantial. I actually set it up that way. But what I will tell you is every company today needs to find its way to reinvention. And in fact, not as something, in my dad's day that was done every 20 years or every 10 years, but as a constant. Reinvention needs to become a core competency of your business, that ability to continue to adapt and move towards a stronger, more powerful version of you. My last thought, it's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it that counts.